doing?
Okay, hello, are we on? I think we're on.
Stream just kicked in here.
I'm gonna put the stream on the Discord for you as well.
Thank you.
Share. Oh, I can't yet.
Hey everyone.
It's not running. Alright, welcome to the Severed Chains playthrough live stream, our usual Friday slot. I have a phone message, and I'm here with Monoxide, the developer of Severed Chains, who is, as always, very fascinating with the amazing capabilities of this app. So, well, actually, it's a notification that the live stream is starting. I get notifications for my own events.
Yeah, me too.
That's very useful. Okay, so I don't need this. I'm gonna start the app up so we can get underway. And make sure it's running. So last time we were going through a lot of full motion videos, Denningrad stuff. The Divine Dragon is angry, very angry, and Dart's like, we gotta stop it. Because he's on a mission. And any threat might lead back to Lloyd and the bigger conspiracies. So of course we're going to the Mountain of Mortal Dragon. Of course, Legend of Dragoon, Kongal is the main character, as everybody knows.
Yeah, of course.
And you can see our quest marker, going to the Mountain of Mortal Dragon. Should be able to get there through the Evergreen Forest. So, let's get underway with that.
I don't know if Doom is watching the stream right now, but he's been doing a lot of testing, and at one point, probably about 2 or 3 weeks ago, he actually ran into a bug that just deleted Dart from the game.
Well, I mean, we wanted the freedom to play as other characters instead of being required to play Dart, but I think that's a bit zealous.
No, he took NoDart a little too seriously. Yeah, right. Literally NoDart.
Still completing my addition successfully. That's gotta be close to a one-shot. Look at the SP on this. 222. I'm looking for an excuse to get Dart to D level 5 real quick, and the War God Sash helps a bunch.
Compared to Kongal's 20.
I think in the next playthrough, I'll just ignore Dart almost entirely, and then at some point off screen, I'll just set him up with the Sash and the Fairy Sword, so he gets like, I don't know, 400 SP per attack. It's pretty ridiculous. I think Madness Hero is 204 base. I don't, wait a minute. Yeah, it's not maxed out yet, that's why. But, it goes to like 202 or 204, and 50% from Fairy Sword, 50% from Sash should make it 408, which is only like 4 points higher than the next highest SP you can get. There's something like that. There's a whole... I should make a list of max possible SP gains.
Just blast through the blast through the levels in a couple of fights.
Yeah. Didn't even let a mouse pass. Let's get that item. Mind Purifier. Just a quick note, they have really cool tent structures, in my opinion. Alright.
Although they don't look particularly practical.
Yeah, I don't know what that one's doing there. It is like the smallest encampment, there is no fireplace, there is no storage chests, and just one knight. One knight who only needs the tent, which is like on uneven terrain.
Hey, Chris. Yeah, Marino, there's a lot of balancing issues in this game. I think balance is probably going to be one of the first mods that gets released.
Which one? What's the first mod?
Like a rebalancing.
You know, I'm looking at this, the 3D part of the mountain there on the left, the 3D part. It kind of looks like that risen bit when you're fighting the mole in the prairie.
Yeah, it does.
That's it. Whoa. Whoa, what happened? What was that?
What?
Corey?
Oh.
What happened?
Oh dear. What an excellent question.
It is an excellent question. We can try it again. Are we sipping too much of the Madness Hero on this one?
That's an interesting feature.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up the command prompt on the side to see what that does. We'll see what happens there. Alright, let's try that again.
First time I've seen that happen.
I will throw you the code in case it's a lightning fast fix. Technical difficulties, one moment.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fire this up on my end real quick.
Sending you a segment of code.
Yeah, not really anything there.
Well, there should be.
Please hold, everyone.
Hold, please. It's like Sigourney Weaver's character in Galaxy Quest.
I swear this is the first time this has ever happened.
Yeah, I also swear. Well...
So, interestingly, I just loaded up my save from that area, and it put me in the middle of the world map on South Serdio.
What if I run an older build in case it's a recent issue?
Yes. You could pull a build from before the script rewrite, maybe?
Ooh, I need a date for that.
Let me just check.
Yeah, some more live testing. We really do. Like, I play off screen a bunch. I check, you know, can I use items? Can I attack? Can I open various menus? Can I transition through the world map? And this is different. So I'm gonna save.
Yeah, maybe pull the live stream build from December 30th.
Copy that. Alrighty. Back to keyboard.
Maybe do a new save, just in case.
Yeah, I did. So builds December 30th. I have a demonstration build and a use for stream build. So I think I'll do the use for stream build.
Yeah, I think that's the build where we showed off adding new items using the modding API.
When you make these, when the thing makes these new builds automatically, it includes like launch.bat and the log4j2 XML file. Do those change much? Is it usually just a jar?
It's typically just the jar that changes.
Okay, I'm gonna try just the jar. The jar.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair with these streams, like, you know, Legendary Dragoon is a very, very long game, so it's not possible for us to test every single thing.
It's not practical.
I mean, yeah. We would need a lot more testers to volunteer for this.
Yeah, we only have like a couple testers here and there.
Yeah.
That works. It's something about your rewrite.
Yeah, it's I just completely lost my train of thought here. It's pretty rare that we actually run into any like major issues.
I always loved this submap with the torn off dragon wings and like the orangish greenish blood and all that.
Yeah.
You can even see the couple of eyes on this one. And you know what? Actually, I don't know if I said this before, but this dragon head on the right, this one right here, if you look at that head, it kind of looks like that snake thing from Beetlejuice. Because it looks like it has like an outer thing on top of his main head, you know? It's probably a Beetlejuice snake, I'm sure. No agreement, Corey?
I am not familiar with the reference.
You gotta watch Beetlejuice.
I'm Googling it right now.
Beetlejuice snake. Oh, I should change the music.
Yep. Sure does.
I don't know if I have this music. I do.
I don't really watch anything, to be honest.
There are some things that are worth watching, like even if you're not a movie person. It is...
Yeah.
Beetlejuice is an experience.
I don't even remember the last movie that I watched.
The main thing you need to know is that they spawn the concept of a beetle breakfast, which is the most important thing.
A beetle breakfast.
A beetle breakfast.
And what is that?
Just basically levitating orange juice being poured into a glass, which is also levitating.
Okay.
It's pretty satisfying.
Sounds good.
Oh, we have a crash. Uh-oh.
Really?
GPU exception. I can't even stop the sound effect because I have no client to press the delete key in.
Press Control C in the console. Oh, it's because it looks like you're not using the right unpacked files. Did you copy this into the new directory?
Oh,
yeah, the
no.
unpacked format changed dramatically.
Let's go back to a build that doesn't unpack the game.
No, you don't have to unpack everything. Just delete Dragon 0 under the sector directory, and just let it unpack that one folder.
It can do a partial unpack?
Yeah.
Which subdirectory is that? Is it sect?
Yeah.
Just
and
0?
Then just delete Dragon 0.
Okay.
That should be the only one that's changed.
We're putting this on life support, everybody. Discovered 15,000, 16,000. Oh, don't count, don't count. Finish counting, finish counting, finish counting. The more files it counts, the more time it's going to take to delete.
Dragon 0 is one of the bigger ones, but
alright, so
it'll take a lot less time than doing everything.
The wizardry skills of a community manager that knows what they're doing. In a situation like this, we should pivot to other content while it's running. So, let's do an AMA. Do any of you have any questions about Severed Chains, or just about LOD in general, or about lore? I'm a lore master, I can help with that stuff. Anything you would like to know at all, no question is too stupid, we will answer it. Up to 40,000 files. I must now do the Tobey Maguire cry. I'm not... I know the face, but I don't remember what it sounds like for some reason. It's probably because I've just seen the GIFs more often. I was saying my back earlier because my back had some pain going on. What is the weirdest of the 108 species that we know of?
That is a good question.
Do you want to go first?
I don't know. I'm not familiar with a lot of them. I don't know how many are actually shown in game. I mean, those pigs are pretty weird.
You got the
pigs. Quote unquote. Okay, you know what? The quote unquote horses.
The anteater horses.
Yes, those.
Yes.
That's what I'm going with.
Okay, that's definitely a good answer. For some background context, I think it's quoted that over half of the original 108 species are extinct because of the winglies for the most part. And also that everything that exists today in the game is either from the original 108 species or an evolution of them. So we don't know all the ones that are original versus evolutionary. But we do know that, for example, Zaquel's species, although we don't have the number, is an original of the 108. For weirdest species... for weirdest species... I might actually have a weird answer for the question, suitably. Possibly the... I don't even know how to describe it. It's the thing in Cadessa where you have all those panels and you gotta activate them in the right order to proceed. There's an unnamed species which just looks like some kind of organism. It could be like... I don't even know what it could be. I haven't looked at it. I need to analyze it deeper, but that's pretty weird looking. There's a lot going on there. Species that actually is like shown in game. Anteater horses up there. Maybe Strongman actually, because it's obviously a humanoid, but it's not clear. We haven't looked at the 3D model yet. I wonder if it's actually just a large human, but I'm guessing it isn't. Monsters usually aren't human unless they're very overtly human, like the bandits. And the strongman is holding what looks like an artillery cannon of some kind. And when he's on low
pillar
HP,
that is somehow also an artillery cannon.
Yes, and it shoots gushing magma or something. I don't remember, but I thought, you know, with all the other tech in the game being not quite as, I don't know, it seemed like that was a little more advanced than it should be. And in the same vein, Terminators, like, are they magic creatures of the Winglies? I don't know. It's probably, you know, with a lot of creatures in any video game, they're often just generically pulled in because it's a thing. Like, we have dark elves, even though they don't necessarily fit LOD, they're just there. They're like an auto-include kind of a thing. So they just probably made a whole bunch of monsters to throw in the game that weren't necessarily designed to fit the world, making a lot of them weird. 00 parts, one more example. Which isn't 00 parts, it's 00 parts for out of place artifact. That model is something else. Alright, let's try this one more time.
If you could do a mod where you have a party of all the same character, which group would be the worst? That's a good question. I would probably just say Kongal.
Combat-wise, I'd say Kongal. Interest-wise, I would say 3x Dart. Just because we're so used to Dart that, like, I've had enough Dart.
Yeah.
I want him occasionally, not all the time. But if you're a Dart super fan, you do want 3 darts.
If there could be a spin-off game, who would be the best character to lead it? If there was a spin-off game, I would say I think there's a pretty good consensus that it should take place during the Dragon campaign. So,
I actually was gonna say Dabas or Pelpy.
well, we already have a Davos spin-off game, so
a something with a little more fidelity. Here we go. The
Davos minigame 4K HD.
Now, we have to be careful. You always have to be careful because even just with Severed Chains, the ramifications of how much modding we can do with Severed Chains means that effectively, in effect, we can achieve remake by technical definition, like, you know, balance overhaul, visual upgrade, quality of life improvements, whatever. Even though it's categorically modding, you would call this like an overhaul project. Skyrim has total conversion mods for like Lord of the Rings and stuff. It's a complete overhaul. So in that same vein, we could just can we build like a Severed Chains, but focused on, or even expand this Severed Chains to include modding capability from a Guru to Boss to the point where we can just massively overhaul the graphics and make it like, I don't know, Game Boy Advance or even better graphics compared to just those, you know, black dots.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a very simple tile-based game, so all it really needs is a slightly improved rendering engine that can render larger tiles and then just swap out the tiles for something else. That would get you at least like 50% of the way there.
Now my mind is just going into the weeds with like Pocket Station minigame overhauls. It's a very bad idea, and by bad I mean it wouldn't hurt, but it's a very weird priority to have.
Oh, it would hurt whoever had to do it.
I wonder, I'm really curious, because there's not that many Pocket Station games. The project only went for so long, you know, so like there's this one, Magruder to Boss, there's one for Final Fantasy VIII, something about chocobos maybe, and there's a handful of other ones. Which one was the most fun gameplay wise? Like, which one was developed the best? I'm really curious. Shoot.
Yeah, Marino says the weirdest of the 108 is the flying wyvern we enlarged in the canyons, and that is pretty true because it had a sideways face.
It had like little antennae, and the face was interesting. Like, there was so much detail there. Sound effects. And that was a miss on Kongle? Is Kongo secretly agile? Did I see that right?
I mean, he's pretty quick when he leaps up with that axe.
I feel like my camera is a little too bright.
How do you interpret the fact that there's elves and LOD? Supposedly Winglies are meant to be the elf-like creature and all. I think Drew kinda touched on that when we were talking about that before.
What did I do?
I think they kind of just made a lot of generic enemies, just kind of like your generic fantasy setting enemies.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
I don't think there's, if you look at the enemies in a lot of areas, you know, they don't really even make much sense.
yeah. Cadessa is an example because it's very obviously referencing A Midsummer Night's Dream with the fairies and Puck. Like, Puck is extremely obvious.
Mm-hmm. Vorthod says, I can't imagine anything getting done with a flock of Marus. And, I mean, Story-wise, sure, but combat-wise, that's a whole lot of death.
Yeah, yeah, lots of death. Even just with her fist. You know, actually, people were saying when we were doing some showcasing of the Tekken, the LOD mod for Tekken 7, how Tekken is based on fist fighting only for the most part, minus like the guest character Negan, which gets a bat. And people were asking like, this should be in Soul Calibur, not Tekken, because then you could use their weapons. And it's like, we know that. This is what we can do though, and like we were just saying, Maru knocked out 2 crafty thieves and a gangster with just her fist. She's got plenty of power just out of the fist. Doesn't even need the hammer. She probably uses the hammer just to prevent her from being overpowered even more, because probably does more damage with fist than hammer. I'm guessing. What was I doing here? Charm potion. Oh no! Shit.
What?
I used the charm potion, and I'm pretty sure it wasn't the one at the bottom. But it still crashed.
You used the one at the bottom.
I did not.
This is an old build that has that bug. Yes, you did. I just saw it on the screen.
No! Bless America. Alright. You know what? These builds are like different sets of landmines.
We have saved up every crash for this stream in particular.
Look, I just need to get through the game. We don't need to go through that text again. We've all seen it a million times. The stream is going very well, Forethought. Do we need a crash counter like in the up here or something? Times Drew has face palmed or otherwise, you know, felt
my
dejected.
2G's got it covered.
Or like let's do a chat command where someone puts like exclamation point vexed, and then there's a picture of Albert saying, "Ah, I got him vexed." Can't use items. I'm reasonably
you just
certain.
Can't use the last item in the list.
I am quite certain it was not the last item.
It was. I saw it on. I'm watching the stream, like the actual YouTube stream on my TV, so it's behind a little bit. And as you were saying that you didn't use the last item, I watched you use the last item.
I didn't scroll. All right, I'll take your word for it. But then, in response, we have to try it again, just to prove it.
Do we though?
Yes, we do. I need to know I'm not insane. That is very important to me. My health matters.
Alright, crash the game again.
Okay, you said it won't crash the game if I don't use the last item, so that's what we're checking.
Oh, okay. I thought you were trying to click on the last item again.
No, I'm not trying to prove the crash. I'm trying to prove that it's only the last. I want to make sure it's just the last item. Alright, so what was in here? Oh, mine. I don't even need this item.
I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, the one starting with J, but in Severed Chains you can actually set your maximum inventory count to 1. So you could really do like pretty much a no item mode.
Okay, it did work. Awesome. Why keep all of those if they're just going to crash the game? This is an older build.
Yeah, we're using an older build right now, which has a bug where if you use the very last item in the list, it crashes. Yeah, we've got it set up right now so you can change the maximum inventory size from anywhere from 1 to 64 items. What are we using right now, Drew? Is it 48 or 64?
64.
64.
Dragon Helm. Now I don't remember which way is the way forward. It might be that way. Yeah, this is the way forward. Those sound effects. Oh, I need to... Let me reshare the live stream to you. Sorry about that, Corey. I forgot to send you the stream.
So good. You make do.
An awfully powerful Mega Magic. She wants to say bitchin'.
Yes, Marino, it was
Yeah.
Dragon Helm and Physical Ring. If you equip them both together, then they both work.
I might use it for this fight. Let's go, party. These sound effects are something else. Alright, time to check our stuff and choose our party. So, I can do anything. Congo is risky, Albert is slightly risky. I still don't have a magic shield, and I'm pretty sure it's not here yet. Maru will not be super advantageous. I feel like running Hashel? And Albert, maybe?
Have you tried this fight to make sure that it's okay with NoDart?
I will put Dart in the first slot.
Just to be safe.
Just to be safe, fine. Then I will run Albert.
We don't want Crash number 4.
Dart Rose Albert, classic team that is very popular. Check the additions. I'd rather use Crush Dance for more damage. Arrow keys. No. How do I... Oh, mouse. Demon's Dance is good. Flower Storm is good.
Very good.
Armed. Alrighty, so Dart's got the Mind Crush, which is the best weapon for him. I have legend casks and things just for testing purposes. I don't actually plan to use them in the game proper for the playthrough. Could do combat shoes for an extra 5% evasion chance. Don't need the sash. Power wrist won't be very useful. So I'm thinking Dart will be my safety play. 3,000
yeah,
HP.
Test out all of Rose's magic. Now is the perfect time.
I'm not I mean, Astral Drain works, but also this is not the fight to do it because of the Dragon Block staff. I think that's right. Rose with a therapy ring is a good idea.
I like how that armor is just called Clothes.
Yeah, just clothes. I think it has a different name in the demo.
Just some random clothes that you picked up off the ground.
There's at least 2 different names for equipment in the demo. One of them is the basic armor for Dart is called Razor Armor. Razor Armor? Something.
That's quite different than what we got.
I could give Rose the Dancer's Shoes, which will help her recover HP more often, so I think I'll do that. And that should do us for equipment. Let us move forward.
Did you do Dragon Helm and whatever the other one was?
Yeah?
Physical Ring?
Yeah, definitely gonna save first.
Kill sound.
Yep. The last item doesn't apply in battle, right?
No.
Let's get some of that HP recovered. Kind of want to save that fog, so we'll just guard up real quick. I shouldn't have given Rose the boots, because now Dart's taking less turns.
It really does give her a lot of extra turns.
Yeah, 75. Not 75 turns, 75 speed instead of 55. So what I've got is... I've got an average character with a bunch of HP. I've got a high damage character with low magic defense, and I've got a slightly more frail character on physical defense and HP, but recovers HP. So I feel like that's a well-rounded combo.
Yeah, I think so.
And Rose is getting 108 HP on the guarding. Awesome. Alright, Albert. That's a lot of damage.
Yep. Yeah, Jack, speed is probably one of the biggest things you can do to increase your damage output.
Alright, let's do a save. Off we go. Body purifier.
Yes, especially Kongal.
Alright. Kongal should be in this cutscene.
Kongal just always gets the short end of the stick.
I mean, I assume if he's got more polys, it's harder, but... That's
I mean,
a mod.
I don't think he does.
Okay, mod idea. Mod idea I haven't written down yet. Include the entire party... I mean, not every single cutscene has everyone come out of Dart, but, like, in scenes where almost the entire party is out, add Kongal. Just an add Kongal mod.
And in the scenes where he is a cardboard cutout,
yeah,
turn him
sprite
into an actual model.
sprite upgrade mod. Like, there are so many Kongal positive mods that we could be working on. I like how you can actually see some of the chains on the ground here. It's pretty amazing. They're huge. Like, the Winglies had to fashion chains that large, and they probably have conduits on them that channel magic energy of some kind. It's great. So Lloyd's having trouble. Dart's like, you say you're fighting against the Divine Dragon, and I'm like, Dart, do you see what's in front of you? There's a giant dragon and there's Lloyd. Do you think they're doing like a ballet dance together? Of course they're fighting each other. And I like how Miranda is the only one looking up at the dragon. Everyone else is like, everyone look at its toes. Oh, FMV. Exactly, my 2G. If you want to, it doesn't, you don't get a chance to use it very often, but in cases where you can depower a boss of their magical abilities if they just use one type of magic. Like Dart special on Linus 2. all of the water attacks from Linus and Mergul will be halved in their total damage, which is amazing for the party in general. And even though they're still good against Dart, the final output that would be bonused does still get cut in half, so it's still a big reduction. Let's do the delete button.
Dart's
not looking so good.
having a moment.
Let's see what this spell looks like. Oh, wow. That's a different spell. No wonder it broke. No dragons. It's just like, I'm just gonna do some magical sparkles and I'm done. Oh my god.
Now the dragon's having a moment.
By the way, slight seizure warning. There are some blue flashes that are pretty bad, so be aware of that. We can't account for all of that.
This sound that's happening right now is uncomfortable.
It's not even that old of a build. So Albert is already under half, and that was an AoE attack, and it wasn't Earth, so Albert's probably screwed. I think it's most economical if I just attack with him.
I would say so.
Because if I waste his turn using a healing item, he's not going to get to attack much. So I need to attack with him, and if I need to, Rose can revive him. I want to take out the cannon first. And I think this creature has a chance of dropping the dragon shield. 30%? I don't remember. That's a pretty low chance.
The blocking staff.exe has stopped working.
Die. Demons dance.
Let's go for power up on Albert. Oh. Wow. Oh my god. That was a lot.
When that happens.
It looked like a lot, and then it got a lot more. Like it leveled. Yeah. Let's add some boss music. What boss was this? Boss 2? I think it was boss 2. We'll try boss 2.
Oh yeah, we're planning on making a supercut of all kinds of visual glitches like this at some point.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Let's see if we get out of an attack ball. I can't remember the key for X on this build.
What do you mean?
It's not S to press like the cross
Oh,
button.
yeah, it's S.
It's not. Oh, it is S? Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
I pressed S and it didn't do anything.
You gotta press it harder.
I'm pressing! Alright, I got a Rave Twister. That's like 1,000 damage total. Not bad.
Yeah.
And the Divine Dragon... What are we doing? Okay. It was struggling to act. Oh, don't give me
This is
status.
fine.
I think we just got mass feared.
Oh, you did!
We got freaking mass feared. That is so incredibly bad. Because the only way to quickly clear that is special, but then we are roasted anyway.
You actually managed to get a status effect on all
Crack.
3 characters at once.
This is horribad. Like, this is the kind of stuff that you
Correct.
would normally hit from the Wounded Barrage, where everyone gets confused or something.
For anyone who doesn't notice, for anyone who doesn't know, there's currently an issue in SC that basically prevents you from getting status effect. So Drew just got a status effect on every character at once.
I only have 2 Mind Purifiers. This is terrible. You don't usually need them. You don't usually need them, but sometimes you need them. Crap. I mean, I could let one of them die and I could just use a revive. Crap.
Yeah, you might as well let Albert die.
I think it's perma, right? It doesn't expire after 3 turns. Oh, crap. This is terrible. What an opener. Look, I've faced dire situations before. Linus 1, endlessly reviving Hashel to complete desperation. I think there was one after that as well that I got really close, right, Corey?
Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember what.
Who was it? Who did I recently fight? Kamui? No, I don't think it was Kamui.
I don't think there was any issues in the Conway fight.
Oh, damn. Now I've wasted... This wastes Albert's power-up. Unless I let Rose stay down. But then Dart might have to do some heavy lifting. Choices. I'll do it on Rose to be safe. At least we can see them shaking so that we know the effect hasn't been applied. Because if I couldn't see them shaking, I would have just played normal and then suddenly got blasted to hell by like a divine ball attack.
My 2G says, I'd be terrified too if I saw a giant dragon doing some conjuring shit.
Ouch. Even with fear, Albert only took 150 damage.
Yeah.
Wow. Let's get that cannon down.
He's much less susceptible to physical attacks.
Yeah.
Although, you know, looking at that attack, I feel like it would do a little bit more damage.
Yeah, it should do more, like Giango levels. Giango was ridiculous. Even if you overlevel, Giango is a mess. Just constantly spamming those like spire attacks and everything.
Yeah.
And what does he have? He has a status effect of some kind.
Yeah, Howl. I think it does fear.
Albert's done. Albert is.
Yep, Albert's super dead.
The command prompt is shaking at me.
I don't know what that means.
It was like going da 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 da. I don't know how to explain it. Oh shoot! Here we go. Divine ball.
Well, that wasn't too bad.
Yeah, it could have been worse. Rose needs some help. So... Oh wait, I'll do a revive, and Rose is really fast, so she should get the next turn, and she can do a healing breeze or something. Yeah, perfect. Let's do a healing breeze. No, not rain. And that should set us up.
Everything's fine.
Everything is, yeah, for the moment. It's like he swipes early and then just crashes onto the party. Alright, Albert, I need you. Big damage.
This is a real far camera angle.
Yeah. Something I'm gonna test off screen, like after we've saved this and finished it for the night, tomorrow or the next day, I'm probably gonna run it with the current build again and leave the mountain and see where it puts me on the map.
Yeah.
Like, if it puts me back in the Evergreen Forest exit, or if it lets me actually walk out of the mountain. Alright, gonna get that ball down. Only 200, knocked it out. Now we just have the constant magic attacks. really likes gushing magma.
That sound.
Yeah. Even in retail, it's quite a sound. Wow, 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 wow. Was that a good impression?
Yeah, that was pretty close.
For not even trying on my first random ever in 22 years of playing this game, I think that was a pretty good impression of gushing magma.
Sure, like you don't practice that.
I'm not there yet, okay? I am not at that level yet. I'm not too far gone like Mr. Magi.
Just walking around the house making item magic noises.
If additions were manual, that would have messed up my addition. I give you credit for that. Walking around the house making item magic sounds. That is just ultimate tier Legend of Dragoon right there. Like you've got, let's just do like the Legend of Dragoon commune, okay? There's a commune of like 7 or 8 people. And one's coming in making I'll be coming in making the gushing magma noise. And then, like, Doom Metal walks in from the other side doing the little click sounds from Rave Twister. And somebody else comes in doing pellets. It's just... Whoever it is, you know what? Let's hire Michael Winslow to come in and do Translite. That would be the best. Michael Winslow is basically the god of sound effect generation. With just the mouth. And, like, skills with the microphone. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, that was real close.
Albert was like, I'm hurting. Help me out. Woodage. Let's do it, Albert. $5.54. Oh, was it Grand Jewel that I had a tough time with?
Yes, it was.
Grand Jewel. The level down dropped my damage output way more than I thought it would, and things were probably pretty dire. I don't even have to look at the video to remember it. Just the feeling is very strong in my head. Hi, Jack. Jack says, I always thought it sounded like Lavitz was saying dart when he gets hit, and that is what I've thought ever since I was a child. Whenever he's guarding and gets attacked, he says, dart. Dart, help me.
Can't say I've ever noticed that.
It's hard not to notice when you get the idea as a child, and then it's like seared into your mind forever. You are very lucky.
Well, I mean, I'm probably gonna hear it from now on.
You're welcome. That's what we're here for. It's about infecting and infesting you with the Dragoonness. It's like dragon's poison, and guess what? There's no Dragoni plant to fix it.
Oh no.
I can't get over the glitch of the model on this. It's so satisfying. Alright. Almost there.
Those issues might actually be fixed soon because we've made pretty significant progress in reverse engineering the animations.
Oh, I'm seeing earlier in the chat, gooshing magma with 2 O's instead of a U.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but
Gooshing.
that is.
Did I pronounce it funny?
Yep.
Gooshing.
Repeatedly.
It's like, I didn't say gooshing. Like, I know I would have had to, you have to work to pronounce it that way. Like,
Oh,
the
you
regular pronunciation is like gushing, like guh. But if you want to be, I guess, more specific, you could say gush, like gushing. Pronunciation.
I've never heard anyone say gushing.
I've always said gushing. Is it gushing? Really? Like, have I just had a really dumb... I don't know where I got gushing from. Because, to me, gush and goosh are two different... Oh, it's headless. Never mind. It has no head!
Oh, already.
The headless dragon. Well, at least Lloyd can't steal the divine dragoon spirit now.
Yeah, problem solved.
Oh no. Oh, it's trying to phase back into existence. Yeah, you know what?
Lloyd?
Oh, it's flying away. Did you see that? It was flying. Oh no! No, it isn't.
Oh, that was by far one of the best cutscenes yet.
Yeah, quite memorable. Oh no.
Oh shit.
Can't steal a dragoon spirit if the dragon has no head. The lore is very specific about that. All the eyes, this is the non-jokey part, all the eyes merge together into a single gem from the guidebook, and it must be harvested, like, just about immediately. There was no head and no eyes, and when it tried to phase back into existence, it was flashing, and that's not conclusive. And when Lloyd was trying to hold it, you saw a flash, but then it got smaller and kind of went up in the air, so... Lloyd did not steal the Divine Dragoon Spirit. He's gonna try and flee, and then the Divine Dragoon Spirit would come back down to the ground level and award itself to Dart, but Dart runs off after Lloyd, and that's why we don't get the Divine Dragoon Spirit, because the DS cannot fly as fast as Dart can run. There you go. You're welcome. I just thought of that off the top of my head. You can't get this kind of entertainment anywhere else on the entire planet. Now, where's the Tylenol?
Yeah, that was the best cutscene since the Albert one for sure.
Again, insert Congo mod needs to be here.
It doesn't sparkle in your hands because it's gone.
It's gone, Lloyd. You don't actually have it. Just total props to the game developers who, even though they knew they were making 2D backgrounds, they thought a lot about elements that would overlay on top of these flat backgrounds, like not just the sun rays and the water, but also these like molten spark effects or whatever that are coming up and around the side of the head of the dragon head. It's just really well designed.
Yeah, seriously.
It looks like the particles are gushing upward. Look, ever since the first, and I know I need to make another one, we haven't done it in a few months, but ever since the first podcast episode, there's a reason I titled it Pronunciations May Vary. Alright, like, I've talked a lot in my life, just like everyone else, but I probably spent a little more time typing than talking for a big portion of that, and so a couple things I just never properly learned how to pronounce. So, you know, what was the first one? Preface? And it turned out to be preface. But preface sounds cooler.
You can be certain that if you have a live audience, at least someone will correct you.
That's nice. Now, there's no hidden items back there, right? So we can just come back. No more charm potions because I only have a few left. Delete key. And let's go back to the mountain.
Blossom Storm!
Yeah, I'm thinking that the spirit used to recognize him. That's a very common misunderstanding in the fandom, that Lloyd Divine Dragoon and all this stuff, it's actually just Wingly armor. And he says himself that it doesn't glow in my hands. He is not recognized. He is not the Divine Dragoon ever. However, in one of our most recent art events from late last year, one of them was about dragoons, which could include non-canonical, fictitious dragoons, if you will. And somebody did this absolutely stellar rendition of Lloyd if he were recognized by the Divine Dragoon Spirit. And I'll probably show that at the end of this stream.
That's a good idea.
We could look at all of them. There's like 9 or 10 or something like that. I wanted to check additions. I should get Madness Hero back underway. Rose is done. Albert's done. Ashel. I was wondering if anyone got a level up that gave him an extra addition, but I guess not.
I didn't see any.
Alright, let's get... there's at least one more item in this area as well. I don't remember if it's important. But I'm missing Cadessa already. Like, that's my favorite old world place in the entire game, probably. Just the atmosphere, the music, the art style, all comes together amazingly, in my opinion.
Madness Hero!
Yeah, back to the madness.
Blossom Storm!
So many encounters here.
Yeah. Going down is the faster encounter rate.
Yeah.
It's
For
down.
anyone who doesn't know, the game actually has a bugged encounter rate that's in retail. If you're going down, and I think it's left, you actually run into like twice as many encounters as you do if you're going up and right.
I thought it was down and right, up and left, but it could be wrong.
It might be.
What we originally thought, the Flying Zamboni originally thought that that meant two directions were going too fast on generating encounters. It turns out two directions are actually going too slow on generating encounters, and the faster rate is intended, which, even with two of the directions going half the normal encounter rate that they wanted, it still felt like, for many people, too many encounters. So it would be even worse if the bug was not there.
Yeah, on average you'd get what, 33% more? Yeah, 33% more encounters.
Why not 50%?
Blossom Storm!
If
Oh.
you want to get silly.
No, never mind, it doesn't matter. Alright, let's find Lloyd.
Yeah, once we add a new game options menu, we're gonna make it so you can choose either like retail encounter rate, the full encounter rate, reduced, or average, which would be kind of like an average between the two different encounter rates that you get right now.
We should also have a 0 setting for people who just want to do like a boss only run.
Yeah, that's easy enough.
Because TFZ already made that for Lot Mods, the other modding suite.
Yeah, that's really easy to do.
I love the little particles reflecting right over here by the chain. So much detail.
Mm-hmm.
So Rose is fading out here and thinking Dart is Zeeg.
Why is it always Dart and Rose that get knocked off things?
Yeah, they just constantly find themselves in situations alone. The screaming sound effects. The screams here are worse than Helena, if you think about it. Like, the Helena screams are occasional, and yes, there's like some whipping, but like, there's only 2 or 3 voices. And here is a whole village.
To be fair, this is a bunch of people probably on fire, so...
Yeah, if you were on fire, you might scream like that.
It's a pretty serious inferno in the background there.
Exactly, Justin. Just a 0 encounter run would be great for just more story exploration without being impeded by constant interruptions.
Mm-hmm. And if you're doing like a new game plus or something and you've already got levels.
Is it time to embiggen things? I think
When
it is.
isn't it?
When there's not a unique model on screen? Submap debugger. There's only 3 objects on this scene. Excellent. So we got Dart. Should be over there. Little baby Dart. 5 years old in this, actually. 5 years old. This is probably going to be too large. That's okay. That's pretty good.
Those are some serious eyes.
He's got the same code as his dad, but wait a minute. Wait a minute. We need to hold on. Hold the phone. Hold up. You see those shoulders there?
Yeah.
Dart has little red shoulder pauldron things. That is so cute. Oh my goodness. Let's go the other way. Yeah, look at that. His face is... Oh, wow.
As usual, more detailed than the main party faces.
Yeah. Side profile. The shoes are actually pretty decently detailed as well. There's little red buckles on them. That's so cute. And... backside.
Justin asks, is it true that the JP Rose is more violent instead of brooding? I heard that somewhere.
We need to check the scripts. A few people suspect that, but we need to actually do fluent translation and check several lines and everything. Alright, next up is Zeeg. Now he's gonna be hugging, so we'll see how good we can make this look. 0 and -11 and down. So that's Zeeg's code. There's some kind of strap across the front there. And let's go down a little more. He has a face. He has a face and it's kind of frowning. And little bits on the hair. Let's rotate him a little bit. Let's go. Yep. Okay, there's Zeeg for you. Alright, now he's... Look at little Zeeg down there. Little Dart, little Zeeg. And we'll do Claire. This is what you're here for. Now Claire's is way more vibrant, and the boots are very different too. Let's go. Get a little better at this positional interface. Look at how detailed the...
Some creepy eyes.
Some kind of red object. Yeah, the eyes are a little creepy. Okay, now she's normal and look at little Zeeg running down Claire's like, he's not big enough. I'm gonna help. Look at little Dart. Look at this. That's so cool. Dart, you're gonna get stepped on.
That's hilarious.
Oh. Oh no, the head pat. Don't step on your child. No, he's underneath your ankles. Yeah. Look by your ankles. It's Honey, I Shrunk the Kids here. But it'll be so great to load these up in the Blender and get some screenshots and, you know, have some better visuals on our website and the wiki and all that. And finally, people can see more detail in these characters that they've known for so long. Live strong. Oh, little Dart tripped. Oh, that's adorable. And the black monster sound. Now here's a thought.
We actually did extract that Claire model, and that's a bug in the retail game. They've got the UVs messed up on it.
Yeah. Now here's a thought. What if Rose's dragon Michael didn't go fully savage yet, and he continued accompanying her on these hunts or whatever? Can you imagine Zeeg showing up and seeing Michael? Maybe wouldn't have felt the need to transform right away, and oh, Rose must be here. But then would see the black monster and be like, now what do I do? I don't know. That's a really loose idea, but all right, we're back to the present. Dart's trying to figure out the story. Oh, excuse me. Oh. Alright, we're gonna get the party up here. I should have made Dart gigantic, just so, like, Maru is obviously struggling to carry him. I'm beaten. Maru's like, it's not like you, Miranda, and I'm thinking Maru's known Miranda for like a minute.
Yeah.
A lore reason for why Congo is not here. So I have a thought on that. How do I put this? There's a scene when you first get access to Congo as a playable character in the Home of Gigantos. Congo stood outside from well, he was inside that building, but he didn't go downstairs. Congo was watching or standing guard or something, and he said, you go find your thing, I'll be here. So maybe he just likes wandering off on his own a bunch. In which case, not only should we have a Add Congo mod, we should also have a solitary Add Congo mod where when it shows like this scene with the party right now, it still shows the party like that, but Congo will be like on the other side of the map, just staring off into the distance or something. the solitary warrior, you know, Vegeta style kind of. Lots of time. He's very
Arnold
pensive.
Too big for tunnel.
He's very pensive, and he needs time to think and reflect on the last boss we fought or whatever. Do you think Zigbu killed Claire? It's unconfirmed exactly how she died. What I know is that when Zieg enters and transforms, that activates Melbu Frama, comes back to life, takes over Zieg's body. Now, in the process of that, we know Melbu is just a spirit, doesn't have his full body, which probably means doesn't have his full powers. And obviously, even with a spell like that, if you're just coming out of that long a slumber, you're probably not going to be suddenly perfectly alert and aware and know the context of your situation. So I've said this before in other discussions, like, when Melbu took over in the middle of the blazing fire of Neat getting ransacked, and there's this giant, you know, cloud of darkness, and there's a flying dark creature just blowing the whole place to bits. Melbu's idea was probably just to run. Assumingly Claire just died in the rubble or something from the black monster. Everyone had to die. Probably saw Claire and killed her. It is possible that Melbu Frama, as Zieg, was caught by Claire before he ran, and thus killed Claire on his way out, but also, like, I just don't see it. I would see him getting out ASAP to avoid the suddenly waking up to all of the destruction. You know, that makes the most sense to me.
Blossom storm.
So it was probably Rose. You know, funnily enough, this isn't in line with the lore, of course, but knowing what we know about the War God and the Dark Art of Nagaru Juna, if only Claire really had that ability instead of it just being a manifestation on the moon, might have been able to contest with Rose there. Like, War God stuff is very cool if you think about it. There's accessories, War God's amulet, War God's sash, very powerful items. Like, there's a story there. Where was I going? Was I going down? I think I was going down.
Yeah, you were going down.
Yep. There's a chest here. Giganto armor. I knew there was something I wanted to pick up here. Oh, let's put it on.
Why can't we give Kongal that bone armor that he was wearing?
Yeah, that's another thing. So we can go from 178 to 207, and this actually increases his MDF. A lot of Kongal's armor upgrades worsen his MDF, but this one actually buffs it up. So,
And it actually gives him a little bit of an SP boost.
81 to 87. Oh, did it have an SP feature?
Yeah, when you take damage, you get SP.
Yeah, 20 SP, yeah. I'm gonna remove the dancer shoes for now because it's screwing with the amount of turns Albert can take. She stopped fighting. Probably the straw that broke the camel's back was when she killed Lotta by accident. Claire wasn't fighting to Haschel's expectations. You know, you're doing it wrong. You have to do this. You have to do this. And he was trying to teach her how the martial art worked. So he had good intent, but he was being a dick about it. And there was no kindness. There was no patience. There was just because the pride of the martial art was more important than being kind to his daughter. And so Claire, being frustrated by his instructions and his demands, of needing to do better. It's like, "Ugh," and then you get like the quote unquote damage boost from hatred, which is seen in Star Wars. If you use hatred, it's very powerful or whatever. Loosely that kind of idea. What do they say? Murderous intent in your fist, kind of a thing. Lana's dead because she didn't. She went from too little damage to too much damage, basically. And I would have had enough if it was me. I probably would have had enough and ran the hell away.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know for sure, but I think that it is at least pretty safe to assume.
We know she had to leave pretty soon after that in order to meet Zeeg and give birth to Dart, because she left 25 years ago and Dart is 23 years old. So if you add 9 months, assuming human pregnancy duration, that's a year and 3 months or less to meet Zeeg after that encounter with her dad.
They really didn't waste any time, did they?
Hey, when you start over your life, that kind of stuff happens.
Blossom storm.
Claire is the reason Dart can fight hand-to-hand in Tekken. I like it. Ooh, I got 2 gushing magmas out of that. Gushing, not gushing. Why do I always say gushing? I don't understand. Oh well.
Is this just a weird American thing?
No, it's a unique to me thing. I'm pretty sure. Like everyone,
It's just a weird you thing.
everyone has a couple of things they just may not pronounce, quote unquote, correctly.
Just pick a random pronunciation each time.
Oh sure. Sure. Shar.
There you go.
Shire? Lord of the Rings?
Hey.
Baggins.
I'll allow it.
Shire.
Madness hero. Blossom storm.
Claire is Jun. Who do we put?
I do not know that reference.
Jun's backstory, is it June or Jun? Whatever. Her backstory kind of echoes the Moonchild in a way to me, because she has like this secret power thing going on, which is a little inconsistent between the different games. I always liked June just in Tekken 2. I never knew about the story until recently. In Tekken 7, the mod that Careface built, and I did some of the music work for, and Doom Metal did some of the modding work for with the 3D models. We have Shauna as Lily and Maru as Asuka, I think. I don't remember exactly. Dart is Jin Kazama. I think Dart is Jin. Kongol is like Marduk or somebody. Lloyd is Lars. I don't remember who Albert is put on. It might be somebody named Leo or something. I don't remember. Albert's somebody. And Hashel.
It's never stated completely outright in the game, but it is heavily implied.
It's entirely canon, but it's only implied in the game. It's only confirmed in the Japanese guidebook, but that does make it canon.
With the whole scene in what's that place where they're up on the roof and
Fernie?
Shanna passed out. Fernie, yeah. Is it Fernie?
Well, that's the one with the moon.
Yeah. That's
that
it.
They have the render for.
Yeah, Hashel catches Shanna humming a song that he used to sing to Claire or something like that.
Hero.
Mhm.
And of course, Shanna learned it from Dart.
Die.
And as we know, the tune was confirmed to be made originally by Claire. So unless Claire told a bunch of other soon-to-be mothers her age who also told their kids, and they also looked exactly like Claire. You think they would just ask each other, like, well, what does she look like? And then they would just confirm it between themselves. But I guess they just didn't want to complicate social interactions until after the world was saved, kind of a thing.
Fair enough.
Which I think that was Haschel's thinking. Like, he comes off as a jokester, but he does have little moments where he respects, you know, social tact, if you will. Alright, one more battle.
There are so many encounters in this area.
It's a lot of encounters. That should count as a miss. That should be a miss. Like, really.
You would think.
Madness. Hero.
Miss! Ugh. Come on. Yeah, cutscenes will be a thing. They're gonna be a stretch goal, definitely, down the road, but Corey has said that that'll be a thing we can do.
Yeah, they're all based on the script engine, so I mean, once scripts are editable, then, you know, people will be able to do whatever they want with those.
There'll be, like, you know, certain commands that make a character pop out of Dart, or move to a certain point on the screen, or be a certain size. Throwing objects, maybe.
Pretty much the entire game is built on the script engine.
I just I need another mod idea. All right, someone write this down for me. An eat this mod. Okay, just bear with me. Every time there's a cutscene where a character throws something at another character, like when Maru throws that pillow or whatever, and someone, Kate and Lynn throw the bouquet to catch and Donau, that should just instantly be replaced by a giant boulder from Frugal and the sound effect, eat this! And just have it just collapse.
You know what?
All the villagers fall
I'm
to
not
the floor.
against this idea.
It's way better than TFZ's idea to have 108 laws required to pass Xenobatos. He doesn't know how to make mods. He's probably gonna kill me for that, but oh well. But yeah, an eat this mod would be absolutely fantastic. Just, it's a thing. Every time there's a miss, Lloyd says, missed! Or, over here! Alright, where am I going? Have to go back to Leningrad. Okay. So we'll probably stop in Leningrad. I might not do the full 2 hours, just to have an even wrapping off point. Oh, this is the stuff with Wink, that's right. There's like an interesting kind of shading going on in this scene, you know?
Yeah, it's got
Darker.
a pretty strong blue effect. Wonder why they ended up doing that.
Alright, do you want me to show Vegeta here, or?
We did that before, didn't we?
Did we?
Yeah.
I thought I skipped them.
I don't think so, but I have a terrible memory, so...
Me too. that might be him.
Steamy Jimmy asks, which of the 4 discs would you say is the best, gameplay or story-wise?
Um,
For me, I would say disc 2. Um, I find that it's got good pacing, especially compared to the later game, discs 3 and 4, where the pacing just kind of goes out the window.
the pacing devolves the more you go on. This face, oh my god. Look at that face, Corey.
Yep. That's a whole lot of nose.
That's the younger Bardell who, like, punched the elder Bardell in the back or something when he was... Oh my god. Notice how there's only one shoulder piece on one side there. That's interesting. Some asymmetric armor. I didn't expect that.
Oh, Jesus, yeah, it did kind of look like Bill Cosby.
This is the Great Battle of Liberation, and your scream is its overture.
So dramatic.
Go to hell. It's Mr. Lloyd.
You have the indicator on Lloyd.
Oh, sorry. Or does he player? There we go. Watch your mouth. These sound effects are interesting. So Lloyd, a lot of people don't connect this, but in this scene, Lloyd's saying you can only achieve your ideals if you're annihilating everything. That's no way to do it, which is very consistent with his point of view and his shift when he learns about Zigbu's plans. And you gotta imagine Lloyd has been weakened by the Divine Dragon at this point, so for him to still survive a self-destruct from younger Bardell is pretty impressive.
A bit of a wasted self-destruction.
Yeah.
Also, how did it not even singe the grass?
Because the technology was not there at the time. But so Wink's like, hey, let's get you fixed up at the castle, and he's probably thinking to himself, I was going there anyway. His Achilles heel. Nice. Hey, that's very funny.
Die. Demons.
Demons, nothing.
Just demons. That's
Just
it.
demons. There's demons in you. I had to get them out.
Yeah.
Actually, we have a joke where
Blossom storm.
sometimes when we're doing laundry, one of the cats will like attack our socks, and we just developed this story that there's demons in the socks, and the cats have to attack the demons. So I mean, when
That's
there's demons in something, you have to attack it to get the demons attacked or out or dead or something.
Die.
You get them demons dead.
Demons.
Demons dead. An angel's prayer. Ah.
Too many items. You're still maxing out your items with 64 limit.
And I used a lot. Yes, discard extra items.
You're not wrong, Reno. Like, we're walking through here and there's not even a scorch mark on the ground.
This is the part where she hits the person that sends the message. He ate that, that's for sure.
He's just punching a guy in full armor.
Yeah, that would probably hurt your hand. Alright, let's get some more music going on here. Stardust? Did I do Stardust? There was no Stardust there, I don't think.
You got the Stardust on the, in front of the vendors last time.
Yeah, it's all, yeah.
I remember that because I was surprised that there was 2 Stardust right beside each other.
Yep.
How many do you have now?
40 something? 44.
Yeah, you're close.
There's not that many on disc 4. Let's stop in and say hi to Shauna. She's in deep sleep.
Or don't. You'd think they would have something to say to Shauna after killing the Divine Dragon.
Yeah.
She's taking a nap, it can wait.
Yeah. Sleeping is important. My 2G, I want to ask you, it looks like, is that avatar of yours a treasure chest from LOD or another video game?
It definitely looks like LOD to me.
Seems like it.
Vincent says you're 1 Stardust away from having all of them right now.
1? For
Yeah.
just 3?
I think so.
Where are we going? Velweb. I think Velweb has 1. It's not in Kashua Glacier. And I don't think it's in Flambo. It's probably Velweb. But this is a good time to plug the website. For those who don't know, we have a community website called legendofdragoon.org. It's a constant work in progress, but one of the things we have is a Stardust guide. You've probably seen Stardust guides for the last 20 years, but the difference in our Stardust guide is that it has checkboxes right on the page, and if you don't delete your cookies, it'll save those checkboxes for you, or it should. And if you want, we also have a link to a printable version. It's a Google Doc, basically, and you can just print that out and mark those checkboxes physically if you want a more old-school paper approach.
Jimmy, I hate what you just said so much.
Jimmy? Where? I don't see a
In
Jimmy.
an alternate universe, Dragoons use gems to wear human armor. It's called Legend of Mangoon.
That's the worst. Oh my gosh. Come on. That's horrible.
My 2G says, I'm a treasure chest who occasionally gives his 2G.
Yeah, because G are gold. Yep, got it.
That was pretty good. Vincent says that you have missed one Stardust.
What Stardust did I miss?
Good question. You should check this website.
I should check the website, yeah. I know I got them all up to like 38 nonstop. Hang on a sec. Let's go to like a separate window. .org. Go to resources, guides, Stardust. I got all the ones in Flets. Got all the ones in Danao. Homo Gigantos, Queen Fury, Lydia, Fueno, Fernie. Maybe I'm missing one from Fernie? Wiggly Forest. Oh, I didn't go to Neat. I didn't go to Neat yet. That's
right.
It's Neat.
Yes.
It has to be.
That's gotta be it.
I did miss that one. I wish they would just let you control Rose so you could just pick it up while you're there during the split off, you know? While she's there, just like, hey Dart, I found a Stardust. Oh, thanks, Rose. You know? It was Mr. Lloyd who gave us the good news of vanquishing the Divine Dragon.
What a nice guy.
I just happened to be there watching them kill it. Now, what is the reward for a messenger of good news? 2G? Probably 2G, right? Well, you're actually losing 20 gold because I don't know how to cheat the missing Stardust in, so I'm gonna go manually pick it up. It won't be a problem. I
haven't added a game state editor yet.
Should we do Faust like before we finish disc 4 maybe?
Yeah, definitely.
Just do a couple little
We've got to
extras.
do all optional content.
No, we don't.
Oh, we absolutely do.
Why?
Why not?
Why?
What's your rush to beat the game?
I'm not in a rush. I'm chilling. I'm not an overachiever. Well, maybe that's not true considering my history with
I was
fandom.
just gonna say your work on Legend of Dragoon says otherwise.
I am not at liberty to say.
Why would you skip Faust though?
No, I probably would actually go for Foss. I was just being funny. In a not funny way. Shortest teleport ever. Also, that red
Just showing off.
flash. Was that red flash like the knockback barrier? 3 turns, enemy comes at you and gets thrown backwards. Now Wink's heart is broken. He needs a utopia. That's a noble goal. Teleport.
Yeah, Justin, it's a bit of an Easter egg.
We're not gonna let Lloyd get what he wants. Off we go. Power Rangers to the rescue. They go into battle. Oh hey, we'll do a Power Rangers mod as well, where whenever you enter special, the leader of the party says, "It's morphin' time." But it would be kind of lame a little bit, because instead of all the different creatures, like, pterodactyl, tyrannosaurus, triceratops, saber-toothed tiger. It would just be red-eyed dragon, jade dragon, golden dragon, blue sea dragon. Like, it's just dragon over and over again. So you'd have to find a way to vary that up and make it more interesting. But that would be fun, just Sentai it up. Is that from Morbius? Is that why people say Morbin time? Because Morbius something? Yeah, I'm not into Morbius personally, so I grew up with the original Power Rangers, so that's what I identify with. So where are we going? We're going to Kashua Glacier. So we should stop here. I think you'll agree with me, Corey.
Yeah, we're just about at 2 hours, so.
Let's walk a little bit more. And then save. Might be able to skip an encounter on the next playthrough that way. Oop, I got a belch. Okay. So that'll do it for our I had a lot of fun tonight. I think I had fun. We fought the Divine Dragon.
And especially the cutscene.
We got the cutscene. We got the glitchy attack model. Lots of funny thoughts about modding capabilities, justice for Kongol, and all these things. Eat this. I can't wait to get that in the game. So it was great to have you all. Thank you so much for being here. We'll probably be back next Friday, and we'll probably also have a dev stream on Wednesday. I will get those scheduled by tomorrow, and then put them up on our website.
Yeah, check out the dev stream next Wednesday for sure, because there's a pretty good chance we're going to have music working.
Yeah, there was already some very significant progress, and it sounded interesting, at least. So you could even watch the previous dev stream from a couple days ago. It's right here on our YouTube channel. You can check for the dev stream playlist, or just by uploads or something. It's in there. And then next Wednesday might be done. We'll see. Y'all take care now. I'll see you next time.
Yeah, see you in the next video, everyone.
Let's pause that and then outro.
Thank you for watching our live stream. If you enjoyed this content, consider double punching the subscribe button. If you really enjoyed it, consider double smacking the bell icon for notifications for all of our YouTube content. We also like to hear from the community. What was your favorite moment in this video? We would like to thank our Ko-fi supporters. The monetary donations from these folks help make it possible for us to provide additional services to the LOD fandom, as well as ensuring regular updates. Ko-fi supporters get perks for their assistance, such as early access to content. Thanks for watching. Head back to our YouTube channel for more content about Legend of Dragoon, such as recordings of previous live streams, new discoveries, game mods, and so much more.